Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my channel. I will be your host, Thrones, bringing you another role-playing build known as the Stonekeeper of Frostvault. My builds in a nutshell are role-playing builds intended specifically for a niche casual playstyle, questing around and all around normal content. They're not meant for min-maxing, they're not meant for veteran dungeon, DLC veteran dungeons, they're not made for trials, they're not made for achievements, they're just for having fun, and that is it. Just going with the thematic look, you know, inspiration. Some people will take some fashion, some people may take some aspects of the build, some might get inspired. I don't care, do whatever the heck you want. I just, you know, do this for fun. Anyways, Stonekeeper of Frostvault. Well, this guy is a interesting nut to crack. I was looking at the weapons of these Dwemer icy weapons, and I was like, what if I try to make a frosty Dwemer type of build? So here we are. So I made a Nord Warden, the Warden for the ice abilities, and a Nord because I like Nords, and the Frostvault dungeon is in here, in Eastmarch, right here. So, Nords. Yeah, I love Nords. Actually, on my OG account I have around like 15 Nords, so yes, I'm bragging about that. I have one Dark Elf, just because I had too many Dark Elf stuff, and I have one Argonian, because I also have a lot of lizard stuff, like the Mazatoon skin, and I have I think one Khajiit, yeah, and that Khajiit is because I also have way too many Khajiits stuff actually, skin, Sunspire and everything. Anyways, so where was I? Okay, so for the attributes, I went full health. For the Mundstone, I went with the Atronach. I want a little bit more magical recovery so I can spam more icy skills. Buff mode, I'm going with the primary stats one. And yeah, that is it for that one. For the skills, we went Pierce Armor, Heroic Slash, and Lingering Flare. Pierce Armor is because of the taunt, Heroic Slash for the minor heroism, and for this one we get the major protection, 10% less damage taken. Permafrost, we do ice around us, we like ice. Polar Wind, healing us with a wind which is made of ice. Shimmering Shield, it is a very nice, beautiful shield. Well, because every time a projectile hits you, you just yeet back a projectile, I think. Or we get major heroism, more ultimate. More spamming of the permafrost. On the back bar we went with the ice staff, so I went with Inner Rage, Grappling Shards, Blockade of Frost, Ice Fortress for the major resolve and major resolve, physical and spell resistance, and Lingering Flare again, same ultimate on back bar. For being slotted, I believe we get some buffs. Yeah, we get more physical and spell resistance for each skill slotted, and do a little bit more damage with the ice staff, but you know, we don't care about that. We're quote-unquote a tank, so we really don't care. Gripping Shards, this one is happening around us, dealing frost damage, slowing down enemies, yada yada, chill status, and Blockade of Frost does the same, minor breach, movement speed, yada yada. It doesn't really matter, we're just about the ice. I don't care about like trying to min-max out, because you know, Yolna and all those sets which are better. For the gear, we went with a very interesting setup. First of all, I went with the Stonekeeper to go with the name. When you the first piece gives us 3 stats: stamina, magicka, and health. When we block, you gain an energy charge stack. When you gain 6 charges, you release the energy, restoring stamina and magicka and healing. So around 2,500 of each resource. After releasing the charges, you cannot regain new charges for 14 seconds. So yeah, one charge can only be accumulated every 0.25 seconds, which means technically on paper we can get like 4 charges per second, which means we can have a 16 second every 16 seconds, 17 seconds we're gonna get these resources. It is not ideal. We would probably use the Rukugams, Sentinel of Rukugams, and Engine Guardian for more resources. However, I just wanted to stick with the name and the theme, so I'm gonna go with the Stonekeeper and just keep blocking. And now, because we are blocking, I try to get with that thematic, because the last time I remember the boss of Stonekeeper, he was kind of static, he didn't move around, he was just standing there and hitting us, and then you have to become a rat and etc. So the first set we are using Frozen Watcher. Summon a blizzard around you while you are bracing, inflicting frost damage every 1 second to enemies within 6 meters. This effect scales off your maximum health. The blizzard has a 15% chance of inflicting chill to enemies damaged. And we do a lot of ice, so it will chill a lot of enemies when it comes to that stat. Anything else we don't care, because ice, with beautiful, beautiful ice. For the second set we are using Winter's Respite. It is a overland set we get from Greymoor, as the last time I remember, so it's not that hard to get, honestly. I believe it's really cheap in the guild stores as well. I don't know how cheap it is actually at this point, but it should be really cheap. Magicka Recovery, Magicka. Casting abilities that leave an effect on the ground will create a circle of healing frost. Frost ice again, nice. Unit group members store 2000 health every 2 seconds while inside the circle. It can happen every 10 seconds, which is a 100% uptime if you recast it on time. Nice, we're gonna use this. And considering the nature of these two being ice and as hell, for the monster set, if you actually want to go more of a ice route, you can always go with Ice Heart. It will deal even more ice around you. You can go with the Nuntak from the Imperial City. It will summon a pillar, do some damage of ice, make the enemies take 20% more critical damage, I believe was the buff. Yeah, let me check, just a sec. Nuntak. Dealing frost damage, you create 6 meter under for 6 seconds, dealing X amount of frost damage to enemies every 1 second, and applying a stacking of 25% snare for 4 seconds. On gaining 4 stacks, the enemy is immobilized and gains major brittle, causing the target to take 20% increased damage. This effect can only occur every 15 seconds, so the uptime is, I don't know, around, like 50% or something. I mean, it summons a pillar, but I would recommend Ice Heart even more. But yeah, we don't have that many icy stuff. I mean, we do, but not that many compared to, yeah, anyways. Yeah, and for the front bar, we're going with the Maelstrom one. The only reason why I went with the Maelstrom is because I didn't know what to go with the front bar. I didn't want to double slot the Winter's Respite because it has a 10-second duration, and we can just cast it and go to the front bar and do something else. So I went with the Maelstrom one. I didn't go with the Perfected one because most of the people don't care about the Perfected one. It is a small margin of difference. When it deals damage with the low slash, your next fully charged heavy attack used within 5 seconds restore Magicka and Stamina. So when you do Heroic Slash, you can just yeet a single heavy attack to get some Stamina and Magicka back more than you usually would. It could potentially help you with the resources in case you are struggling. But it's a technically RP build, so yeah, you're already here watching this. I don't recommend, if you want to get serious about the game and endgame content, I don't recommend my channel. I go to Deltia, go to Skinny Cheeks, go to, I don't know, Cave Duty actually stopped. I miss that legend. But yeah, you have a lot of alternatives. Alternative guys that have many more math calculated stuff. Anyways, Maelstrom looks nice and feels nice. So where was I? Alternative sets. I don't know. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I mean, it is a tank build. I mean, if you went with a damage dealer set, you would probably go with the Frost something from Blackwood. It is a overland set, deals more ice damage. You can combine it with Icy Conjurer from Frostvault as well. It will summon a Ice Wraith, which will yeet at the enemy for applying minor debuffs. The next one, Ice Heart, definitely. If you don't want to go with the Wraith summoning one, you can always try, I don't know, Ysgramor, or you can go with Winter something from the Maelstrom Arena. So yeah, there's a lot of sets for that as well. However, I would recommend Oakensoul Ring, because going with the pure Ice Mage without using Green Balance for the, Prophecy and Savagery and without using the net for brutality and sorcery, and using these two already is like green and you know, Netches. Who the hell does Netches as a ice mage? I mean, honestly, I mean, an alternative would be definitely going with entropy, which will give us major brutality and sorcery, and then we can go with the mage light using inner light, and then we can draw double bar it. Degeneration on the back bar, we can go with explosive, this one, the one that explodes. Then we can go with the other morph, gripping shards. Then we can go with destructive, no, actually on the front bar we can go with destructive touch. However, we do not morph it, we keep it damage, no, we go with destructive reach because we want to keep the damage over time and rather not to lose it. You know, this one just deals damage, that's it, but this one will keep the damage over time, so we can go with this one. The impulse, we want to go with minor mangle, pulsar, and then this ultimate, maybe this ultimate, and this one we can morph to deal frost damage, to have this one for more resistance, this one to actually yeet back, so we could technically make it work. However, this is a tank build. Sorry, I'm getting really off track. I really lose myself easily on this one. So yeah, no alternatives when it comes to this one. I mean, Hrothgar was an option at some point, but stunning or immobilizing your enemy, cause them to burst with frost damage, applying the chilled enemy status effect, yada yada, of their total physical resistance, which could actually only affect every 7 seconds. It cannot be blocked, I don't know. I tried also Glacier Guardian from that one dungeon, I forgot the name, Send an Order. When you block, you tether the enemy and they're doing frost damage, but the problem with this one, it is you're only tethered to one enemy and it can only happen once every 12 seconds to the one enemy. However, they do have a 200% increased status chance effect, so that kind of works. I mean, you can try this one if you want to try a tethering type of build. You can go with the Glacier Guardian, you can go with the Vatshran Ice Staff, Bad Destruction Ice Staff on the back bar, so you can have more of those beams going on, but that would actually ruin the whole point of, yeah. Anyways, the effects. So Frozen Watcher, when we block, it basically looks like this. I bloody love it. Then we do this one, and then this one, it's even more ice. However, we also have Ice Winter's Respite, so when we cast our second ability, which is Gripping Shards, it will cast also, so it's gonna look like this. Yeah. That area is going to heal me. As you can see, our resources, we have just a tiny bit over the cap, so 33,000. Yeah. Magic recovery, everything else. Yeah, I went with sturdy on everything. I want to go with more block reduction as well, because we are stationary, we want to take it all. And right now we have the blocking cost of 462, which is quite nice considering our maximum stamina and stamina recovery. I mean, we don't care about stamina recovery because we're gonna, you know, heavy attack once, twice, and we're gonna be back at half of it. The CP, green tree. Mount speed, potions, food, blue tree, damage taken, and damage taken. Red tree, health, armor, standing and taking the hit, while also being under the damage shield effect. So I believe this one should count as a damage shield. I believe it should. I don't know. I need to test it. I'm too lazy to test it. If it doesn't work, you know, if it's not working in your experience, slot it off, go with Soothing Shield, or go with Spirit Mastery, or go with, I don't know, anything else you want. Honestly, I'm too late. You can go with this one, actually. Regeneration is gonna give us like 90 more recovery, and yeah. Anyways. For the fashion, oh yeah, I went with Stonekeeper Head and Shoulders, because the name of the build. You can go with Engine Guardian if you want, you know, it looks nice, Engine Guardian. I don't have, you know, I have the normal one. I have this one actually, but it could look very nicely, very nicely. However, Stonekeeper, Arctesand Armory. Yeah, Arc. I'm just gonna call it Arc. Medium and everything. I went with the Ice Dwarven Sword. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce these. Holy shit. Yeah, for the weapons, it's these Icy Dwemer. Yeah, Icy Dwemer. So, yeah. For the pet, I went with, you guessed it, where is it? Exotic, Dwemer. Yeah, Icebound from the same dungeon. It is a Dwemer in ice, so I believe it fits the theme. You could combo, instead of the head shoulders, you can go with Ice Heart, maybe, probably, I don't know. Go with Ice Heart, or you can go with something more casual, like Frost Caster, yeah. Yeah, we could try with Frost Caster, so it looks like this. For the shoulders also, we can try maybe more spiky, but that would already go more towards the ice thingy. Yeah, you could play around, I don't know, like, just play around. See what's best for you. I'm really lazy on this one, sorry. Yeah. For the colors, I'm using Colossus Brass on everything, and then Lamias White with Aeva Blue. The reason why I went with Aeva Blue, it gives me a little bit of this icy thingy. And for the appearance, I could try with this one. It could work. It could definitely work. Yeah. Yeah, this works. This definitely works. Yeah. It works. It actually fits the thingy on the neck as well. Nice. Ava Blue. Nice. Yeah, for the mount I went with Ebony Dwarven Wolf. For the pieces of... I went with the Dwemer face markers, even though it's invisible from all the ice. However, I can try like hide it a little bit here. And go with the Arctic Rime. Instead of normal skin, it's just gonna be more pale, more frozen. We can go with this one. Yeah. I can go with that one. Personality, I'm using Deadlands whatever. Commander is another alternative. Heroic as well. Furious, you know, just something that's just, you know, tanky, that screams that you're not gonna move. And if you really want to go with the flexing part, just go with the whatever, heavy. It will really make it look like chunky, that you're not gonna move. And when we are in combat, actually, it's not gonna... If we are in combat, it will make us really slow, considering the buff we're using from the CP3. So we're losing around, I think, 20% of our speed, or even more, I don't know. But we don't care. We're gonna do ice, a lot of ice. Let me just find some enemies so you can see how it looks in quote-unquote action. I would go into a dungeon, you know, test it out, but like... I'm lazy. Kinda sorry. Sorry, guys. Oh yeah, there's a boss. We can try it there. Let's try on the boss. I will not die. This will be really embarrassing if I die. Really embarrassing. Nice. Why is it dealing so much damage? Holy crap, what the hell? I mean, it's not that much damage, it's overland, but like, I'm actually surprised. Yeah, we're not gonna die anytime soon, that's for sure. I mean, look at our resources. Bam. Bam. Ah, come on. Give me some magical back. Thank you. And boys turning into werewolves. Ooh woo. Please give me huggy voice. I mean, what? Yeah, this is getting boring. But yeah, a lot of ice damage, as you can see. Let me just slowly walk away. Slowly walk away. Slowly walk away. Yeah, yeet. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Bye bye.